Remember that movie, Lost in Translation? Scarlett Johansson, Bill Murray? There was a song in there at the karaoke scene. One of the greatest songs ever written. Hey everybody, welcome back and welcome to the In-Between. I'm Dave Guerra. Thanks for stopping by. Alrighty, so it's the In-Between again, and it's the In-Between for February 4th, 2026, the first Wednesday in February, already a month down. Welcome. Alrighty, so what does that have to do with today's episode? Well, real simple. Let me get started and I'll get into it. Lost in Translation, a great little movie. If you've never seen it, check it out. It stars Bill Murray, Scarlett Johansson, and Bill Murray plays a aging actor who is now doing commercials in Japan for some bourbon, scotch, whiskey, whatever. And Scarlett Johansson, newlywed, and she's over there for honeymoon, but it turns out it's a business. It's crazy. Check it out. It's a really cool scene in they're having a karaoke night, and really cool song by Roxy Music. I'll get to that in a moment. Alrighty. So this week, writer's block. Writer's block. I seem to have hit that again. One, it was during just the holidays, so I didn't really get into it too much. But now I'm out of the holidays. I got reinvigorated, reignited, ready to go, and I started banging out some words. And then, boom, it just hit me. And again, writer's block, some people say it's a real thing. Some people say it's not a real thing. Some people say, oh, it's just an excuse to be lazy. I concur. I agree 100%. It's not, and it is. Sometimes your train of thought just goes off the rails. Wait a minute, the story's not going the way I want it to. And sometimes it's like, wait a minute, this is not the original story. Why am I writing this? So again, take notes. That's really the big thing. And that's what I'm doing. I'm going back, reviewing my notes and seeing where I can pick up or change path, change course, and go from there. But again, writer's block is a real thing, and it's not a real thing. It just depends on how you look at it. And deep down inside, authors, writers, you know what I'm talking about. You know how you feel. So again, you decide what works best for you. Alrighty. Now, speaking of writing and what works best for you, question everybody. How much is too much to reveal? How much of your real life do you put into your fiction? How much of the real surroundings, real relationships, real interactions with others do you put into your stories? How much of that do you do? That's, again, one of those things that I've encountered. In some cases, I put a lot. And in some cases, I just, stone skipping off the water, kind of what I do. So again, figure out what works best for you. And again, it's really one of those, it's suitable to you. But it is a question I'd like to ask, and I'm asking. And if you want to answer down below. Let me know. Let me know what you think. Alrighty. So what is it? Again, there's a song called More Than This. And that's the song that they do the karaoke on there in Lost in Translation with Bill Murray and Scarlett Johansson. Alrighty. Great song by a band named Roxy Music. And Roxy Music, that song comes out on an album called Avalon. If you know what Avalon is in King Arthur's realm and the story of King Arthur and Le Morte d'Arthur, the original French version, you'll know what I'm talking about with Avalon. And it's a great album. It's an outstanding album. And others will fight me and say, no, it's not their greatest album. I say it is one of their greatest albums. Roxy Music. Roxy Music, you got Brian Ferry and Phil Manzanera, Andy McKay, and who's the other person? Yes, Paul Thompson. Sorry about that. I had made a note of the list of names. And they've been around for a good long while. They were formed in the 70s and then through the 80s, and now it's just kind of a shell of what they once were. But Roxy Music's Avalon is my album of the month. Check it out. I invite you to listen to it. It is outstanding. A bunch of great tracks. More Than This is there. Avalon is there. What else is there? Tara is there. Oh my goodness, so much, and it's like really, really cool stuff. So again, check it out if you get a chance. The image is right up here for the album cover. Of course, you can play it on Spotify, on YouTube, wherever there's music. Roxy Music is there, and check out all their other works too. Might just be surprised. Some of it will sound familiar if you've never heard of them, of Roxy Music. You may have heard their music. Alrighty. Well, listen, that's it. That's it for this week's In Between. And again, thanks for stopping by. Talk to you soon. Take care.